Hello, friends. Welcome. My name is Jeff, and today we are going to play. We're going to have some fun with Magic today. And the fun thing that we are trying to do today is we're playing a deck called Very Demanding Dragons, or Grixas Panharmonicon. And this deck is so fun. So basically, what we're doing is we're playing Demanding Dragon here. And Demanding Dragon says when Demanding Dragon enters the battlefield, it does 5 damage to target opponent unless that player sacrifices a creature. So basically, we're going to do 5 damage to them, or we're going to get their weakest creature off the battlefield. So that's a very demanding dragon. But we want to make it even more demanding, and so we are playing Panharmonicon, playing 3 copies of this, and it basically says that if something enters the battlefield and causes a trigger to effect, it's going to do it twice. So this happens on Demanding Dragon as it enters the battlefield. So basically, we're trying to get it to do 10 damage to the opponent's face, or to take out 2 creatures. Or if we get 2 Panharmonicons down, we're doing 15 damage or taking care of 3 creatures, or a variation of those. And so it can just be super fun. And so with that, we're trying to play a couple other really awesome cards with that combo, using Panharmonicon's abilities, trying to get a lot of enter the battlefield triggers. So one thing too here is the great synergy with this with Lady Lathliss, the Dragon Queen. Basically says whenever a non-token dragon enters the battlefield, we create a 5/5 dragon. And so awesome because we're playing a bunch of dragons here. Not a ton, really, but if ever it happens. So we're playing 4 of the Manning Dragon with 2 Bolas, which also has an ETB effect. So as it enters the battlefield, each opponent discards a card. So we can have them discarding 2 cards, 3 cards in this deck, which is just so fun. And then we have the chance too to flip over into the Planeswalker, which is just super powerful when that happens. On our high end curve here, we also have Demonlord Belzenlok, just to draw us a couple extra cards because we were playing tons of 4 ofs, and so we can draw a lot of cards with this. That is also a way to get into more Panharmonicons or draw the first one if we haven't got it yet. If we already have Panharmonicon, this triggers a bunch of times. We do run the risk of just dying off of this, but a lot of times it's just worth it. So in our 4-drop slot, we have 1 of Gonti, Lord of Luxury, and then Ravenous Chupacabra just comes down, it destroys a creature. So this is we're trying our best to keep the board clear so that when our very demanding dragon comes down, we're doing damage to the face rather than taking care of their creatures. Same thing here with Nicol Bolas. We're trying to get stuff out of their hand, making sure they can't play too much per turn, and also just having the extra value of having a dragon on the battlefield. We're also playing Vraska's Contempt as some removal here. A couple other creatures we're playing on the lower end here. We're playing full 4 copies of Dusk Legion Zealot. We're just trying to draw into our combo. We want to hit our Panharmonicons and Demanding Dragons, and also we're trying to make sure we get enough land so that we can play all that stuff. And so this is a guy that's really going to help us there. Initially, I was playing a couple other cards, but Kitesail Freebooter helps us so much with the control matchups that I'm playing a full 4 copies of this. If ever we play this with the Panharmonicon, we are taking 2 cards out of control players' hands. Sometimes we can take 3, and it's just so fun. Of course, if they do take care of that Kitesail, then they get extra value back, which can be a problem, but that's something that they have to be spending on that turn. So it's still just super valuable to make sure we're taking care of that. Then also we have Champion of Wits, where when it enters the battlefield, we draw cards equal to its power. And so this, when it first comes down, we're drawing 2 cards, and then we have to discard 2. And when it eternalizes for 7 mana, we draw 4 cards, and then we have to discard 2. So really great way to, again, just draw into our combo, get rid of the cards we don't need, and really excellent. So 2 of Dragon's Hoard, making sure that we are mainly for the add 1 mana of any color. We're trying to make sure that we can ramp into our demanding dragons, into Panharmonicon, make sure that we're hitting that 4th land. So we a lot of times are playing this on turn 3 if we have it. For a little bit of removal, we have some 2 Fatal Push, 1 Magma Spray, and 1 blink of an eye. This is just a way to get some stuff after, and also 1 Cast Down. Not playing a ton of sorcery or instant and sorcery speed removal, because we are playing so much removal within our creatures and within Panharmonicon that we're not too worried, but we want to have some early game removal. So that's why we're playing some of these cheaper spells, and I wanted something in each color just in case. And then also, one last card here, we're playing the Spinner's Puzzleknot to make sure we're also drawing cards. It does the same thing as the Dusk Legion Zealot. So this is such a fun deck. I'm super excited for you guys to check this out and take it on a journey with me. So here we go. We are going to have some fun with this deck. Anyway, so we are going to play, and let's see how this hand looks. Ooh. I think we will keep this. It is a little risky. We don't have any red mana, but getting into the Kitesail Freebooter I think is value, and we're just hoping to draw into some lands here. That's not a land, but we are going to go ahead and play down our Fetid Pools. And it looks like we might be playing some kind of control matchup. So these Freebooters may come in handy. So let's go ahead and play the Freebooter, see what our opponent has in hand. I think we want to make sure they're not... He's going to go searching for a green land next turn. I think we just take this Spring to Mines. We want him to stay off of actual land as much as possible. He's going to have to take his whole turn to be playing stuff, is what I'm hoping for. And so we're going to probably take the other Spring to Mine on the next turn. That way he will get the ramp with Gift of Paradise, but it's not going to be anything spectacular. Alright, so we're going to go with another Kitesail first. Take the other Spring to Mine, get in for a point of damage, and we'll probably Champion of Wits next turn. We just really need to be drawing into our land here. I probably should have done it this turn, but I just want to hurt them as much as possible here too. Alright, so they're going to be looking for... So we're going to let that resolve. And do we go for red mana? We don't technically have anything else here on the battlefield. So I think blue might be best just because of what we have. So we're going to go for blue again. And really hoping that we draw into a mountain. That was interesting. Alright, so we're going to take this other Spring to Mine. Alright, so Gift of Paradise there. So now he does have the 2 red mana. And we just keep drawing blue and black mana, which is okay. So let's go ahead and play our Champion of Wits first. We're going to take action. See what we draw into. Okay, so I think Magma Spray is going to be very dead here. And do we get rid of one of our Demanding Dragons? I think that we do. Yeah, I think Blink of an Eye is definitely worthwhile here. So yeah, we definitely get rid of those 2. We're going to play Submerged Boneyard, and then we're going to swing in for 2. So we know our opponent's hand. This Earth can kill our Champion of Wits, but really as long as we're drawing into our land, we are totally fine with that dying, because it's going to be extra draw triggers for us. Alright, so he's going to be drawing for land. Okay. Then he'll probably play the Gift of Paradise onto the island. Yep. Gaining 3 extra life. Alright, perfect. Here we go. So now we get into a mountain, which is awesome. And I think that what we go for here is we just play Nicol Bolas and get rid of the last card in hand there for him. So all he has is stuff that can deal damage to our flying creatures. Okay, it was a struggle to survive, which is great for us. We are fine with him getting stuff back into the library. And he can't deal with our flyers as it is right now. This Thematic Compass, once he gets 7 lands, can at least slow us down, which won't be this turn. It would be next turn, and I probably will Blink of an Eye this, maybe just before it flips. We do have a pretty fast clock on the board, 6 damage. He may end up killing the Champion of Wits. Is this instant speed? It's sorcery speed. Oh, there is our Panharmonicon. So new plan. So we get the Demanding Dragon trigger off of this. We can pay red next turn. So we definitely are going to go... and we know that this is a mountain in hand. So he doesn't have anything for us right now. So we are going to play this Panharmonicon. We're going to swing in for 8. And then hopefully just do 10 damage to the face next turn. And that should close out the game right away. Spring to Mind. So he's trying to flip this compass. let the Thematic Compass flip. So he's going to be able to stop some damage here. So he has nothing in hand, so Kitesail doesn't do anything for us. So let's go ahead. We know he doesn't have a counter, so let's go ahead and play Demanding Dragon. Paying 1 life for this red source. And here goes 10 damage to the face. Oh boy. And yep, triggers once, triggers twice. There's 10 damage. And he can stop one of our creatures from attacking, but yeah, he's saying good game. And there we go. So he might draw into something, but no mana to play it. And then we will swing with all. And yeah, I mean, he'll untap our Nicol Bolas. But we will... There we go. Oh, it's so fun. Good game, Ants. Good game. Alright, here we are again with Grixas Panharmonicon, or our very demanding dragons. And we saw it in game 1. They were very demanding. So let's see if we can do that again. And have some fun with this deck. It is a little bit slow, and if we don't draw into our lands, it can definitely hurt us. We are definitely going to keep this deck just on the strength of this Dusk Legion Zealot. Really, this is a great hand. So yeah, we will keep this. I'm going to go ahead and play our Swamp first, hoping for a Fatal Push option. Doesn't look like we will. At least not yet. Let's see what our opponent's getting. So Swamp. Alright, so go ahead and play the Swamp first. Dusk Legion Zealot. So I don't think this is worth Fatal Pushing. We'll go ahead and let this resolve. The 1/1 body really isn't big enough, so we're going to hold off on our Fatal Push for a juicier target. Alright, so, Panharmonicon. Alright, so we're going to run off the Spire Bluff Canal. Play our Dusk Legion Zealot. Trying to draw into a little bit more action. Something, there we go, that's pretty good. So now we know we can kill 2 creatures once we hit this Panharmonicon. Alright. So we actually want to make sure we're keeping stuff off the battlefield. So we are fine to trade here. He may have something, but that's totally fine for us. Ooh, Kitesail Freebooter is great here. Do we draw a card here? I think we just go for Kitesail. I want to know what's in their hand. They may kill it, but having a peek at the hand is definitely the best way to go here. So they're just going to cycle, which we are totally fine with them cycling and drawing into a new card before we see it. That gives us more information. Alright, as soon as it resolves, then it resolves. Okay, he's going to Fatal Push it. We still get a peek at the hand, see what they drew into. Alright, so we actually wouldn't have gotten anything anyway, so I think that was a good play for him. But so they have the Noxious Gear Hulk, so a lot of onboard removal. Alright, this one I don't know as well. So when it enters the battlefield, you may exile another target creature you control. Okay, so it just blinks something. Okay. And so he has a lot of ETB effects as well. So this may actually be a Panharmonicon, white-black Panharmonicon deck as well. There's a lot of enter the battlefield triggers. It's a pretty expensive hand, though. He needs to draw into that 4th land. So we will try to race him out here a little bit with that. So we're first going to play this island into Panharmonicon. And we're just going to get that value on the board. So then probably just going to be drawing 2 cards this next turn. Drawing 4 cards, excuse me, with these guys. So we're going to go ahead and play the If Near Deadlands. Instead of doing extra damage to us, we would have done 5 there with the... So we're just going to play the Dusk Legion Zealot. We know that they will run into stuff to kill our stuff. So drawing 2 cards here, see what we run into. Alright, and I think we definitely do, yep, we run this off, and we can hold on to the Fatal Push if we need to. Drawing tons of cards, which we like. Doing quite a bit of damage to ourselves as well. Dragon's Hoard is awesome here. Alright, and we will just end our turn. Alright, so they can go ahead and kill it that way, that's totally fine. The one problem we run into with these Dusk Legion Zealots and the Metalspinner Puzzleknot is that once we have the Panharmonicon out, it's doing damage to us every time, which is definitely not fun. It can definitely cause some issues. Alright, so they did run into their 4th mana. Alright, so we have Blink of an Eye. We don't want to be doing that against our opponent here at all. we probably want to get down Dragon's Hoard. Play Dragon's Hoard. Now we want to make sure we're triggering 2 off of this, so I think what we do here is we're just going to Magma Spray. I don't want them to be blinking that back because that is definitely doing damage to us there. And then I think we just go for another Dusk Legion Zealot here. Just draw 2 more cards, trying to get into the Demanding Dragons. There it is. Alright, so next turn, definitely firing that off. And we may have enough to kill something first and then fire it off. And so that's our hope. They're probably going to play the Chupacabra here to kill him, which then we'll immediately fire off this Fatal Push to have a free board, so we are doing 10 damage to them. Yep, here we go. So we'll have that resolve. Kills our Dusk Legion. Resolve. And then we will fire off this Fatal Push. Ooh, Sulfur Falls is good. And we are just going to go ahead and play this Demanding Dragon. And I'm hoping to keep up. It looks like we do have some blue mana to blink of an eye anything that's too bad. And actually, what would be great is to blink of an eye our own Demanding Dragon here. That actually might be the best thing we could do. So yeah, they go down, and we could fire this off too at the end of the turn. I prefer to be drawing here without losing life at this point, just because we know they do have some power in hand. If they fire off something to kill this, we will just blink of an eye, bring back our Demanding Dragon, and then draw a card. And that will be a pretty good turn. Alright, so I think that we do this anyway. I think what we're going to do is... Let's see here. So first off, let's draw a card. See if we draw into another one. Alright, which we do want to get a look next turn, so maybe we do that before. So we're going to return the Demanding Dragon back to our hand. Let's see if they have a removal spell. I'm guessing they have a Vraska's Contempt here for it. Alright, perfect. So we're going to have that trigger again. Ooh. Oh, that's so fun. Alright, so first off, let's go with Kitesail Freebooter. Maybe take 2 cards out of the hand. I don't think we had enough for 2 Demanding Dragons there. So do that first. Then play our Demanding Dragon. It is hard to remember which one was revealed to them. I believe it was this one. I don't want to be showing them the other one just yet. They can be gaining some life back once they fire off a Noxious. Alright, so Silhouette, they were holding that up. And everything else is expensive, so we're just hoping they don't draw into that 5th land. Oh, they do have this Angel of Condemnation, which, yep. And we're going to go ahead and play Demanding Dragon. I mean, if we knew we were going to draw into that one, but it was good to get the Silhouette. With what we knew, that was definitely the best play. And then I think this other one will just end the game. So our very Demanding Dragons coming in for us again. Alright, so he's gonna have 1 blocker on the battlefield. So we have him dead on board as it is. And so what we'll probably do is we'll show this other Demanding Dragon. Oh, we could go drawing so many cards, but let's go Demanding Dragon. That could kill us with the Panharmonicon, so we don't want to do that. And he's saying good game, opponent. And there we go. So there you go. You were able to see very Demanding Dragons, or Grixas Panharmonicon. And I hope you enjoyed the deck. If you did, please give us a like and subscribe to the channel. And with these likes, if we get to 100 likes, I'm going to be redoing the decks. I'm going to do a round 2. So I'm trying to just keep the games that were really fun in these videos. And so if you want to see more games like that, please give us a like, and I'll be doing more videos of the same decks. Or maybe put in the comments some variations that you'd want to see with it. With this, because we are playing on Arena, I like to just do 1 of 2 ofs with a lot of cards, because we get to see more fun stuff happen. And that is really what I like to do with Magic. Is it's more fun when you get to see a lot of fun, interesting things happen. Although we definitely focus around our main thing here, and we were able to see that the value of our very demanding dragons in this for sure. That definitely is what won us those games. So I hope you enjoyed this. Again, see us soon, and thank you so much for watching.